Rethinking your goals in the intelligence sector. You all will get a chance, you already got a chance many times, and you will get in future for a shortcut to rise, for an unethical path to rise. If you go for it, you will have easy and quick buck at the end of the day. But one day, you can be a big loser. Never ever adopt unethical practices to grow. This is the most urgent need for a working man today in the world. You remain wedded to ethical principles at your workplace, in your personal life. The growth may initially, you may find it slow, but it would be concrete with deep foundation. Nobody with unethical practices, if at all he has grown, he has stayed there, okay? Because I emphatically put forward a statement when talking to the corporate world. I tell them that your intelligence, your academics, your talents, your experience, your backgrounds, your platforms, your support systems can open any gate for you, but only your character can keep that gate open. You lose out on that, and you are anybody. Whoever you are, whatever you are, wherever you are, you can become zero from hero within seconds. So don't tell yourself 20 years of corporate experience, CEO of a 500 crore company, I'm untouchable. Never think that, okay? Never tell yourself holding your handset in your hand and 500 big contacts, 15 ministers, 10 MLAs, 20 MPs, 50 corporate honkos. Nothing can happen to me. I can call at midnight anybody and these people are at my help. Situations will come in your life and you go for unethical practices and caught. None of this list your phone will go through. It can land you in jail. So remain wedded to ethical practices. Rethink your goals. Don't tell yourself, koi bhi paristhiti mein, anyhow, anyway, I want to be 100 crore company. Not anyhow, anyway, okay? That words keep for yourself, for generating energy from you. Anyhow, anyway, I will do it. That is for your self-inspiration and motivation, not for your behaviors. Unethical practices done by you doesn't know your power, your position, your status, your wealth. Unethical practices is like electricity. Don't play with it. This is I'm talking of behaviors at your workplace. Now, let me tell you of the latest burning issue, ethical behavior in your personal life. The Me Too movement. Very less speakers would talk on this. The day it came out, I decided to talk in public as well. I've been talking since last about 6 months on this. Remain very ethically wedded to your personal character as well. This is more powerful than unethical practices at workplace. It can ruin you. It can ruin your career. It can ruin your family. All your goals thought in your teenage, young age, and the start of your professional career will go all in vain within seconds. Because the earth is round, it doesn't have any corner, so it doesn't have any place to keep your wrongs. We all study science, isn't it? In our high school, I think in physics, we had a force called the buoyant force. When a hard, solid object you try to put inside a bucket filled with water, the water gushes it up, and it is called the buoyant force, but it pushes it up, isn't it? All your wrongs possess a tremendous buoyant force. It has the power to come up in the open and shout, yes, this guy did this. Even a central government minister had to put in his papers because of the Me Too movement. From there to a giant e-platform CEO in Bangalore. They have to put in their papers because of this. And thereafter I say that today it is the Me Too movement. This generation of ours will see a C2 movement. You know what is this C2 movement? Now we are standing into India 4.0. Am I right? The theme of the conference? The new industrial revolution. You are talking of nanotechnology. You are talking of artificial intelligence. These people will design softwares. Because in future, all the cities will come under CCTV, every square inch. Today, London is the only city in the world that every square inch of its public space is under CCTV. It will happen to all the cities in future, in the near future. If somebody complains that this guy or this person looked at me in my, like it was like not comfortable to me, and it is caught on CCTV, then it's difficult to prove that, okay, I just looked at it. It was nothing malignous in it. But then this AI people, nanotechnology people, IT people will develop 20, 25 types of softwares that if they are put on your vision in the iPhone, it will prove that that was something wrong in it. This is the next step of AI. This nanotechnology, artificial intelligence, 3D printing, everything is revolutionizing the world. This will reach to that level where your blood will be made in the laboratories. This generation will see that our blood will be made in the laboratories. This generation will see that softwares can prove everything. This generation of ours will see, I'm giving you bigger visions. Our generation today, we sitting, will see that if there is a murder somewhere, even after 1 hour or 1 day after that, they'll be able to click pictures going there, figures will be there, and they can produce a positive picture that you see today, that yes, this is a life that you killed. Pictures will be clicked of people after they have left the venue, 1 hour after that, 1 day after that. This will all come into practice. To stand yourself firm in the midst of this revolution. Definitely you adhere to the revolution. That is the need of the times. But at the same time, take more care of your thoughts, your behaviors, your ethical values in life. Only then you will be able to withstand this new revolution. Only then you will be able to flow with the tide of the new revolution. Only then you will be able to manage yourself. Otherwise, you will be a loser. This is much needed today in this 21st century. This is the need of the hour. If you decide to grow, basically there is a misconception among us. You increase the turnover of your company, and people also tell you, you also start feeling that I have started becoming successful. Isn't it? Yes or no? No. There is a big difference between growth, progress, and success. If you increase the turnover of your company from 50 crores to 100, from 100 to 500 crores, it is called growth. It is not success. Let me redefine you the definition of success. Increasing your materialistic possessions in all ways is your growth. That growth, if it is aided by ethics, ethic means discipline, means honesty, means norms, it is called progress. So growth plus ethics is progress. And that progress plus humanity, morality, and spirituality is called success. So again I tell you, your turnover increased from 100 to 500 crores, you are not successful, you have just grown. Aided by ethics, you have progressed. Aided by moralities and spirituality in life, is called success. Because even after having $100 million in your bank account and you are not happy from within, you have just grown, you have not been successful. Successful word itself includes stability, happiness, and peace, along with all types of your growth and progress. Now rethink your goals. You just want to grow, or be progressive, or want to be successful? So now, according to this definition, just raise your hands. How many of you want to be successful? That's fine, all of you. Be clear in your thinking. There is this difference between growth, progress, and success. Be very clear about it. Only then you will be able to rethink your goals and redesign your path to rebuild yourself. Let me talk to you about a person whom I have seen so closely for 30 years, observed every act of his life, very closely saw every deed of his life. Pramukh Swami Maharaj, the creator of Akshardham, which you have all been to. In his life, during his lifetime, the intense hard work that he did selflessly for the upliftment of people in all walks of life. He traveled to 18,000 villages in 60 countries of the world, selflessly to uplift people, to de-addict them, to culture them, to tell them that you must send your kids to school, into deep Adivasi, SC, ST areas of the country and elsewhere. People used to write him for their personal family issues. Such more than 7.5 lakh letters he read and answered in his lifetime at an unbelievable average of reading and answering more than 70 letters a day without a Sunday for 45 years. Not just blessings, a clear cut, do this or not. Once he was asked, which thought remains with you 24/7, in your mind constantly? And he said, the thought that has never entered my mind. Shall I tell it first? And that was more interesting. Pramukh Swami Maharaj said, the thought of hurting anybody, physically, mentally, or emotionally, has never entered my mind. This is your richness from within. नहीं, ये ऑफिस में नया आया है, शायद वो बॉस से बहुत नजदीक जा रहा है, इसको गिराना तो पड़ेगा. शायद आप गिरा दोगे, लेकिन आप भी एक दिन गिर जाओगे. The system is round and it comes back. छोटे थे तब फ्रिस्बी खेलते थे ना. You throw the frisbee in the air and it comes back in the same route. The law of karma applies. Live with this passion. Let me grow, let everybody grow. This is rethinking your goals. Let me enrich myself. Let my surrounding and people enrich themselves. Let me be wealthy, let him be wealthy. Let me work, let him work. Let me grow, let him grow. Let me be prosperous, let he be prosperous. Let me be happy, let he be happy. If you are driving a Hyundai of 25 lakhs and he's driving a Merc of 2 crores, don't envy. It is his destiny. It is his hard work. It is his luck. You are driving your luck, your destiny, your hard work. Simple. Remain satisfied. This should be your goal in life. Otherwise, your 25 lakh Hyundai car's joy will vanish within 1 week if you see a Merc parked beside you. Rethinking your goals is this. Materialistic possessions are not everything in life. Life is much beyond that. If you haven't read good 200 books in your life, you will never grow as a human being. But you don't want to read it because you feel that everything is on the screen, on my mobile, on my iPad. I'm not against it. I also use a mobile, I use a laptop, I have an iPad, I have a full-time office. You need to get to the people, you need to get to work. But don't become a slave of it. Today, in this India 4.0, when you have your theme, rethink, redesign, rebuild, let me tell you, be tech savvy, but don't be tech slavey. You got this? Be tech savvy. I'm also tech savvy. To make your work better. But don't be tax levy. Don't open your mobiles and keep it on till 11 p.m. and 12 midnight, which you normally do. Tell me a good yes or no. You do it. Why? Because I think you owe all the responsibilities of your profession, isn't it? Do you think that you know too much about 2G, 3G, 4G, the call scam and everything? That someday at 11:30 p.m. you may get a call from the PMO to make you a member of the Joint Parliamentary Committee and you don't accept that phone because you have gone to sleep, and then it's a big non-service to the country. Are you expecting a call from Narendra Modi at 11:30 p.m. so you are keeping your phone on? These gadgets are made to serve you. The reverse has happened. We have become the slaves of these gadgets. For no reason, consciously or unconsciously, every third minute your hand touches the mobile. If it doesn't touch, you become discharged. Knowingly or unknowingly, you have to touch something. And every third minute you get your mobile out from your pocket. Is there something? Then are you a celebrity? That every third minute you have to check your social media, your Instagram, how many followers, your FB. Somebody asked me, Swami, are you on Facebook? I said, no, I face the book. You need to give a good thinking to life. Otherwise, your life will end. 8 years will go. And at the end of your life, you will feel, my God, gone? Read a good book. I again give you a good book to read. The title of the book is The 5 Regrets of the Dying. Written by an Australian nurse. Her name Bronnie Ware. This book remained the bestseller in the New York Times list for 64 weeks. In itself, it's a world record. She was a nurse taking care of critically ill patients. And secretly, because the patients knew that they were going to die in another 5 weeks, the family members knew, the paramedical staff taking care of the patient knew, so it was obvious. But this nurse, when she and the patient were alone in the room, she would ask the patient to fill up this form. That, sir, or the lady, that when you are leaving this world, when you know that in the next 5 weeks you will leave this world, what do you cherish and what do you regret? From an ordinary carpenter to a CEO, to a family business owner, whole range of people have responded. She started a blog that became famous. She was advised to write a book. She wrote a book which became famous. The book made her a millionaire. The title of the book is 5 Regrets of the Dying, in which she writes that all this more than 1,000 range of people who responded to me, they had these 5 regrets in common at the end of their life. Again, I repeat, from an ordinary carpenter to a CEO to a family business owner. The first regret they had, why upon earth did I work so much like a donkey? The first regret. And you all say, no, I want to put 10 hours of work, 12 hours of work, 14 hours of until I become a 100 crore company, I will put 15 hours a day. Foolishness. You have not understood life. You don't know what is the goal of life. Mukesh Ambani is not drinking curry in the evening made up of liquid gold, okay? You got it? He is also drinking curry made up of buttermilk that you and me eat, and what you will eat in the evening, dinner. He is not chewing gold biscuits, okay? Glucose, like you and me. As simple as that. And the amount of joy that he is getting watching a rising sun is not more than you. The amount of joy that he is getting seeing the tide and the ebb of the sea is not more than you when you get it watching it. The natural resources of happiness are same for everybody. Man-made happiness sources can differ, but they don't last lifelong. Rethinking your goals is being more dependent upon natural happiness that is within you than artificial happiness.